Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today, in our program Leaves from Gora's Life, written by Dr. Sharma Marla, West Germany, I am going to read out you from where I had left in the last episode. Atheism wanted a total revolution of the whole life, so Gora's programs were varied: political, economic, cultural, social, educational, and whatnot. They took up every aspect of life, and the atheistic friends took up whichever programs were convenient to them. Gora brother Sambasivarao took a big lead. He did not follow the orthodox methods. He was not married early like Gora. He agreed with the principles of atheism. So, he decided that his marriage must be something out of the traditional ruts and agreed to marry a widow. Widow marriage is uncommon in India. A widower marries, but a widow does not marry. Haimavati, a widow, belonged to an orthodox family of Brahmins. The orthodox Brahmins objected to that marriage very much. And also, she belonged to a village where all of the inmates were Brahmins. There are certain villages in India which are called agraharams, which are wholly populated by Brahmins. They selected the widow from that Brahmin locality and they wanted to break through that Brahminical orthodox there, the caste rigidity. The brothers of that girl, Haimavati, were in prison along with them. They were Gandhians and so they too braved the opposition. They all gathered and decided upon the marriage. The marriage was solemnized in 1944, not in the religious fashion, but by registration and by a public meeting. A public meeting was held again in the same village full of Brahmins called Kanakavalli Agraharam, Krishna district. They invited the local Harijans to a cosmopolitan meet. Harijans, orthodox people, and themselves sat together and ate food in the heart of that orthodox village. The orthodox people closed their doors that day and declared that that girl deserved to be dead because she went out of the way and being a widow got married again, and secondly, she dined with untouchables. Still they persisted. A large number of atheists came from surrounding villages. Gora's father, who was a very orthodox man, and mother and some of the relatives, very orthodox, also attended the function. Gora's father also spoke on that day. Later, when Gora's daughter got married to a Harijan at Sevagram Ashram, his father invited his daughter and son-in-law and dined with them. For dining with his daughter and his son-in-law, his father got outcast. His father, who had outcasted him in 1928, got outcast in 1948, 20 years later, for eating with Gora's son-in-law, who was an untouchable. His father was about 80 years old at that time when he was outcast. That shows the rigidity of caste orthodoxy. Nevertheless, Gora admired his father's boldness in coming out to his open feet and in facing the excommunication. Several Orthodox Brahmins attended his brother's marriage and then spoke about atheism and the atheistic way of life which broke through this caste barrier. Influenced by the atheistic ideology which encouraged intercaste marriage, another atheistic family of Chakrapani Satyanarayana and his wife, who had 9 children, got their eldest daughter married to a Muslim. She was an atheist, but to her, an intermarriage of a non-Muslim to a Muslim was a notable event. The Muslim boy also adopted atheism. At the public meeting, he declared that he was just a human. 6 months after the marriage, he yielded to the pressure of his parents and brothers and tried to persuade the girl to convert herself into Islam. But the girl, who comes from an atheistic parentage, said that she was just human and so she was neither a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian. She resisted the persuasions of her husband. The parents of the girl, Mr. Satyanarayana and his wife too, dissuaded that kind of pressure. Ultimately, they turned to be unhappy. The boy yielded to the pressure of his brothers and deserted her and ran away. Nevertheless, the girl was very bold and she faced the troubles. She got married after 2 years again. Another family too took to the atheistic ideology. This family of Kana also removed the caste symbols. Kana's wife has no caste mark, no bangles, and no amulets. There were several other families also who took to this kind of atheistic ideology and human habits, discarding the Hindu marks. But notably, Among them are these two families of Satyanarayana and Kana. Others have failed when they went back to the orthodox Hinduism, but these two families have practiced it. When the atheistic ideology was spreading socially by fighting against the caste outlook, and when there were several intermarriages of this kind with Harijans also, Gora's wife and he took a pledge. This said, they would not attend any marriage or any ceremony which was not openly declared to be cosmopolitan. At the time of marriage ceremonies, particularly a dinner is arranged, and unless it was stated that the dinner was cosmopolitan, inviting the local untouchables, his wife and he said, wouldn't respond to any invitation to the marriage. Though some of their friends are modern enough and liberal to make the dinner cosmopolitan, they won't dare to announce it in the invitation. Gora said the dinner should be announced as cosmopolitan in the invitation. Only as open declaration would make a social change. Otherwise, as the custom is strong, some of the persons go back. Some years later, Gora started the program of Cosmopolitan Dinners. Every month on a Sunday, a cosmopolitan dinner called Cosmopolitan Meet is arranged at a certain place. The invitation is free. Everybody could come in, but they have to pay ₹2 for their food. And the guests are required to sign in a register that they have taken part in the Cosmopolitan Dinner. That is all they wanted. Some of their friends found were willing to be subscribed to the Cosmopolitan Dinner but hesitated to sign the register to the effect that they took part in the Cosmopolitan Dinner. A commitment of that kind makes people hesitate, and without the commitment, they feel that there can be no definite change in the attitude and in the habits of the people. This experience has showed that the Hindu mind is liberal in this sense. Due to technological progress, they are taking part in several cosmopolitan functions, but that their habits are rigid and that they are caste-ridden. So, they don't like to leave away the caste openly. They are more opportunistic, trying to combine the advantages of old orthodoxy and modern liberalism. The attempts of the atheists are to break the orthodoxy by an open declaration along with the programs of interdining and intermarriages with some cultural aspects also. And from here, I shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which has more than 18 crore views, and click the bell icon for notification of our new videos.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.